Florida Driver's Manual, Part 6. Blind spots. Blind spots are areas in the left and right corners of your vehicle that you cannot see in your rear view mirrors. As all vehicles have blind spots, make sure to turn your head before changing lanes or passing. Also, be careful not to drive in other people's blind spots so they can see you. Rules about passing. Stay at least a car's length away from the vehicle you want to pass. The closer you are to a vehicle in front of you, the less you can see what is ahead of them, especially if the vehicle is a trailer or truck. Make sure you have plenty of time and room to pass. On a two-lane road, tap your horn or night blink your headlights to let the other driver know you are passing. Give your turn signal before moving into the left lane. Be certain to give adequate warning to other drivers. Do not return to the right lane until you can see the tires of the vehicle you just passed behind you. More passing rules. You must return to the right side of the road before coming within 200 feet of any vehicle coming from the opposite direction. Passing on the right is only legal when two or more lanes of traffic are moving in the same direction, the vehicle you are passing is making a left turn. It is against the law to pull off the roadway to pass on the right. Be observant to parked or stopped vehicles, as they can obscure the presence of pedestrians or cyclists. If a vehicle is parked, be aware, as probably there is a reason for it. Let others pass you safely. Don't increase your speed until the other driver has finished the pass. Move to the right side of your lane to give the driver a better view of the road ahead. You shall not pass when you see a do not pass or no passing zone sign. However, you are allowed to pass if there's an obstruction that makes it necessary to drive around. You shall not pass when there's a solid line painted on your side of the center line. On hills, curves, or at intersections, you are not allowed to pass. You shall not pass within 100 feet of a bridge, viaduct, tunnel, or railroad crossing. Center lines and passing. Broken lines means you can pass. Solid line means you cannot pass. The red car in the left picture is able to pass, but the blue car is not. The red car can pass because, on its side of the center line it's broken. The blue car is on the side of the center line that has a solid line, so it cannot pass. However, when there's a double solid line, this means that neither car can pass. Using the 2-second rule. The 2-second rule helps you determine if you have plenty of space between you and the vehicle, bicycle in front of you. Remember to leave enough space in case they stop quickly. To use the 2-second rule, watch the vehicle ahead pass a fixed marker like a sign or overpass, something like that. Something that can't move. Count how many seconds it takes for you to reach the same spot. And you're not going to be counting normally like 1, 2. You're going to be counting 1001, 1002. If you reach the marker before you get to 1002, slow down. The 2-second rule applies to good weather and road conditions. If you don't have good weather and/or road conditions, double your distance, so it'll be the 4-second rule in that case. Following distances for trucks. Trucks and towing vehicles may not follow within 300 feet of another truck or towing vehicle. This law does not apply to overtaking and passing. It does not apply within cities or towns. Parking. When parking on a public road, park as far away from traffic as possible. Pull onto shoulders as much as you can. You must not park more than 1 foot away from a curb. Always park on the right side of a roadway unless it is a one-way street. Make sure your vehicle cannot move by setting the parking brake. Shift to park with an automatic transmission and reverse with a manual transmission. Turn off the engine and lock up the vehicle. Florida law requires that you take your keys out of your vehicle before leaving it. Always check for traffic, bicyclists, and pedestrians before exiting the vehicle. Before leaving a parked position, look over your shoulder to make sure the coast is clear. If leaving from a curb, give your turn signal and yield to traffic. Parking on hills. Turn your wheels so that if your car starts to move, it will roll away from traffic or into the curb. See the illustrations on the right. Set the parking brake. Set shift into park for automatic cars. For manual cars, set shift to reverse if parking downhill or first if parking uphill. Turn the vehicle off. How to turn your wheels. If parking downhill, turn wheels to the curb. If parking uphill and it has a curb, turn wheels away from the curb. If parking uphill and there is no curb, turn wheels to the right.